Okay, and here is another fun game called Pharoah, which you can play with the same pieces that you use to play Treehouse. This is a bonus game actually that comes in this Treehouse pyramid that we opened a few minutes ago. And I have never played this before. I just read the rules 2 minutes ago. So we're going to try this. And what color did you want to be?
Blue.
Alright. So Deborah's going to be blue. And I'm going to be green again. And you set up your pieces off to the side. And the goal of this game is to take the center line of the board. And since there are only 2 players at this point, the center line is these 3 spaces here. If we also had a player on this side and a player on this side, you could also win by taking the center line that goes this way.
So we have to take the
So,
center line.
For us, you didn't have to have your pieces center line
There.
there. If we had also players on either side, you could take a center line this way. Or, we're gonna be like that. Or,
But we can only win
that.
one way?
with 2 players, you can only win one way.
Oh.
With the line that is between the 2 players. So those 3. So, for each turn, you're going to roll for movement, which I'm going to demonstrate, but I'm not actually starting yet. So you'll roll your move. You roll for movement points. Your small pyramid costs 1 movement point to move 1 square. The medium one costs 2 points to move 1 movement square, and the large one costs 3 points to move 1 square. Diagonal moves cost twice as much because basically it's moving up and over. So with rolling a 2, I could either move the small one 2 squares, or I can move the medium 1 square. And moving onto the board does count as 1 movement, so I can move this onto here. And you can split it up, so say if I rolled a 6, I could choose to use 3 of those points to move the large one, and the other 3, maybe I want to move this 3, the small one 3 squares. You cannot have more than 1 pyramid of any color on a square at a time. You are allowed to move backwards and sideways if you want. If you have another player's piece on a square and you want to move into it, you must have an equal or larger size piece to move into it. So if we have these 2 pieces here, this medium piece could move here and my small piece would be off the board. Assuming she had movement points, she can move there. But I could not do the other way. I couldn't take my small piece and move here and bump this larger piece off of the board. So let's try and see how it goes. Wanna go first?
Yes.
Okay. So 3 movement points.
So I'd be able to move this one.
So you can move the large
that.
one 1.
How much?
The medium one 2.
Okay.
The medium one takes 2, so you could move it 1 square.
Oh.
You could move the medium one 1 square and the small one 1 square, because it'd be a 2 and a 1, that'd be 3. Or you could move the small one 3 squares, or you could just move the big one 1 square.
This 3.
And you don't necessarily have to go on the way we lined them up. They could actually all go on at the same point. Just they have to enter the board along one of these 3 squares, but they don't necessarily have to go in a row like that. We kind of lined them up. Alright, I rolled a 4, so I am going to move my medium piece on 1. That's 2 of my movement points, and my small one. Oops. The small one. I'm gonna move 1, 2. To do what to do?
So it takes 2 to move this.
Yes, just like the
And-
little.
Oh.
There's little markings on here.
So 3 to move this
3 to
one
move that
and
one.
2 to move this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this. This one and this
one.
Okay. 1.
Well, guess what I can do with a 1? I can move 1. That was fun.
1.
You can
One.
move 1.
So, how do you move off?
Well, sadly, though, I don't want to tell you this because it means my certain defeat. Since if you move equal or larger size piece onto the square that's occupied, you boot them off of the board. So if you move your small blue pyramid onto my square there, you boot me off of the board.
I boot you off the board.
Ouch! I have shell. I'm gonna get you. You can see us not either one winning, actually.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Okay.
5.
5. I'm going to move this up 1, and I'm going to move this large one onto the board then.
1.
1. Keep rolling those ones. I like that.
I guess we'll do that.
A 6.
Wow.
Woo.
Man.
Which means I can either move this one 3, move that one 2. And move this one 2. Boot her small piece off the board.
Neither one of us can win.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure what we do there. Keep going until somebody's off of the board entirely, I guess. I don't.
3.
Might have to look online because I don't see anything about if you don't have all your pieces left.
Okay then. I can use that one. Or
Either one.
that
1. Yep.
From this one.
2. I guess I'm moving this one.
2.
I think this would get a lot more challenging with 4 players and
Oh.
all those pieces on the board. A lot. Okay, well, I have 4. Which means I'm going to take 2 that.
5. Which means I can do that one.
Yep, because then you only have 2 points left over. So. If I roll a... Oh, dear.
I
Alright.
saw that coming.
Booted her off of the board, so I guess I win.
Yeah.
Although I'm not really clear on that, and I guess we'll have to look that up later. So now I am the Pharaoh.
Fair. Aren't the pharaohs the rich people from Egypt? Ancient Egypt. We just read.
Alright, so this has been Pharoah, a fun little bonus game included in with the Treehouse Pyramid from Looney Labs. And this was Lisa and Deborah from Through Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com.